trying to man, well, I ain't gonna say he wouldn't, cause I don't know his heart, know his mindset. But man, the feds is hardly ever wrong when they come get you. They hardly ever wrong when they come get you. They don't jump the gun for nothing. One thing about our Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Y'all know what time it is, man. We back with another reaction video. You know what I'm saying? Splash reactions. This time, you know, we had to do this one. We've been going back into the archive and really been remembering what we wanted to react on before we started doing reactions, and this was one of the ones. So let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. Don't forget to like this video.
Homie, they do their due diligence, and they dot their I's and they cross their T's. So they've been sitting on this. They've been watching him go to rehab. They've been watching him get the keys to the city, and so now, shit, how to assassinate your character. Yeah, so they finna humiliate him.
You think that pushing peace bullshit, that was some bullshit?
Yeah, that was some bullshit. Yeah, that was some, it's easy.
Shit do be for publicity, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, you just never know. But what he's speaking on, though, is facts, you know what I'm saying? The feds just don't come and get you. When they come get you, they coming to get you. You not, no, something about the stick, you know what I'm saying? Because they already got it. They've been watching you for years, you know what I'm saying? Months, even years, so that's gonna stick.
It's easy to push peace, or it's easy to push the concept or the narrative of pushing peace when you got some skeletons in your closet. And it seems like these guys got a lot of skeletons in their closet. Wiretap, got him on a wiretap. I don't know how he gonna beat that. U.S. Marshals pick him up in Fort Lauderdale. I was just in Fort Lauderdale 2 days ago.
I don't think they got no wiretap, you know what I'm saying? But they definitely got some solid evidence for sure. I don't think they got no wiretap. They're trying to push that wiretap stuff off on Jam, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was ratting, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was snitching, but I don't know about no wiretap.
Just got back yesterday. Shit, homie, I don't know how he gonna beat this.
He booked 2 flights. He booked a flight to Italy and I believe it was Switzerland.
I mean, he's a rapper.
And he didn't go. The flight was supposed to leave at 6:40. The FBI seen that he was trying to flee the country. And then he booked one for 9:40 last night, and that's when they got him. So he was ready to flee the country.
He'll be there to trial. He won't get a bond. They go Diddy him. He won't get a bond because it looked like he was trying to flee. Yeah, it looked like he was trying to flee. I just seen a post that he made the other day.
Should have got up out of there a lot sooner.
The day before yesterday, where he was saying if you don't hear it come out of his mouth, you know, don't take it for nothing. But he self-identifies and self-proclaims himself as being the voice of the streets. So all that will and can be used against him.
Which is wild.
Were you shocked when the news broke last night?
Oh, homie, I was shocked. Because I've been paying attention to the transition he's been trying to make for the last 2 years, and it looked like he was really transitioning. You know, went to rehab. Yeah, I was real shocked, homie. Yeah, I was real shocked.
Yeah,
him and Aiden Ross was together not too long ago.
Wild,
they were staying somewhere together.
But again,
so,
they was
Aiden
watching
was trying to
him.
get me and him to sit down together to do an interview possibly, or just to meet and hash out what we could hash out. And I agreed to it. I don't know if he did. We never got around to talk about it anymore. But yeah, homie, I was real shocked.
Do you think this is something that Lil Durk knew was coming? And what I mean by that is like
Facts.
every day thinking about it. You know, it's like you know what's coming, you don't know when.
People who get away with murder wake up every day and think about it.
On their conscience.
People who have gotten away with murder
That's a fact.
20 years ago, 30 years ago,
Period.
in the back of their mind, they
It's
can
the
never
conscience.
sleep at peace. They can never be at ease because murder has no statute of limitations. And
It's a conscience, no matter what, on me. And then he points out it's a statute of limitations. There's none with murder, none with rape. You know what I'm saying? There's a few charges that can go for a lifetime. So, yeah, that's why they call them cold cases, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always reopen them. You can always try to, you know what I'm saying? Technology advances, DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the 90s, or what they got for DNA now, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't alive back then. So people was getting away with murder, attempted murder, you know what I'm saying, just like that, snap of the finger. It was easy peasy, you know what I'm saying?
You have to pay your debt. Homie, when you take a life or you're responsible for taking a life, it's different than robbery. It's different than committing a crime where you get away with it. You owe a debt to society. You might get away with it owing a debt to society, but you'll never get away with owing a debt to a life. So that's how I ended up started working with kids, homie, because we was responsible for taking somebody's life as children. So when I grew up, my mother always, not that she kept it in our face, but in the back of my mind, homie, I know throughout life, I owe a debt to someone's life. And so that's what made me get on the path of start working with children who ended up on the same path that I was on, being at-risk juvenile delinquents, you know, getting involved in crimes. So that's what pushed me into my purpose, knowing that I paid my debt to society, but I forever owe a debt to my victim.
Yeah. It's this thing online right now where people are blaming the commenters, they're blaming the trolls, they're blaming, you know, when King Von died, it was this slide for Von comment that would go viral all over the internet every day, trying to get Durk to retaliate for the murder of King Von. Now they're saying that it's the trolls' fault. They're saying that
trolls don't have that kind of power.
Yeah, no, not especially with a person with money.
Trolls are not that powerful, nor do they have influence, because trolls are invisible faces. 60% of trolls are AI robots. Or not
you don't
human.
know who behind that computer screen. You don't know who
if
behind that typing.
If you can't put a face to a troll, homie, chances are that's an AI robot. They're just mimicking the algorithm. That's why I don't argue with the comment section, because most of it is a bot. Most of them are bots. So people really believe that this guy who has about $30-40 million in the bank, who has a father who came home literally right after King Von died, have the kind of influence to troll him to make him want to retaliate. Well, if the trolls got that much power, why aren't they lives changing?
Exactly.
Why can't trolls troll themselves to change their life? Why can't trolls troll themselves to get into the algorithm to make the kind of money that I'm making trolling with a face and a name? So it wasn't about the trolls, homie. It's what's in their heart. Nigga, that nigga lost his partner, and him and King Von were tight.
Preach.
He wanted some get back.
Yeah, ain't no other way around it.
His
Ain't
brother,
no other way
his brother
around
and his
it.
manager died.
Come on, homie, that nigga wanted some get back. So this ain't got nothing to do with the trolls, homie. They would kill for the trolls.
Period.
This is a long-lasting beef. In Heat, they wanted Quando head. Not only they wanted Quando head, they had his girl cousin, Price on her head. Homie, so no, this ain't got nothing to do with the trolls. Because when it happened, you didn't hear the trolls clapping saying, yeah, Durk and them did that. The trolls swore up and down Durk was gonna get me for King Von. The trolls swore up and down that I was gonna be put to death for saying King Von. Man, the trolls ain't shit.
Yeah, all they do is troll.
Faceless mother in the comment section that can't get a penny for a comment.
Nope.
Most man, he's not reading that shit. It's too many comments. It's too many people post, man. He can't read all that shit, and he got albums to make. He got to look up.
Y'all drop a comment down below, man, if y'all think trolls can make something happen to this magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Because it just don't happen that way whatsoever. But I want to hear y'all thoughts, man. Drop a comment down below, man. I want to hear y'all thoughts.
Over his shoulder, his house being broken into with his girl left him, he trying to get his girl back. Man, that nigga had too much shit to deal with to be influenced and impacted by.
Period. There's a whole bunch of life stressors going on, you know what I'm saying? To be worried about comments, about getting get back, about some stuff they probably don't know anything about, that they don't know anything about. They in the comments, how they know about it? Because if you know about it, you ain't in the comments. And that's a fact.
About what the trolls are saying.
Do you think he has any regret right now?
You goddamn right he do.
Especially if he was trying to change his route.
You goddamn right, then they got a lot of regret, homie. Man, when them doors closed, the woulda, coulda, shouldas go to kicking in. Man, I shoulda. Man, I wish I coulda. Man, them woulda, coulda, shouldas go to kicking in. This before you even go to court. when you go to court and have to go back and you can't make a bond, it take about a week for reality to sit in because you in shock. You in a psychological state of shock that you in this situation. So nigga, it's gonna take 2 weeks for nigga reality just really hit him and realize nigga he done f***ed up. Because he kind of like Puffy, man. You think you can pay the lawyers to work to get you out.
Not for everything.
It take about 2 weeks and he realized nigga he ain't going nowhere. He gotta sit this one out, big dog. Now you gotta be what you say you is.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta be whatever you've been claiming.
Which they stand on that. I know Lil Durk standing on it, you know what I'm saying? Just like Young Thug standing on it, you know what I'm saying? At a certain point, they gonna want to break, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mean break like tail, like break like, man, this right here, a reality check. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say a reality check, but you have to stand on all 10. Ain't no way you can't stand on all 10 after where you, like, this is your life. This is where you come from. So ain't no way that you fold. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you fold.
Now you got to stand on that shit. Nigga, I didn't want to stand on it. I was in a dope bar than people. Shit, hey man, what shit, man? I'm serious, nigga. I don't want to stand on that shit.
You don't think it's I lost 3-4 people over this shit that I'm really, really close to. You don't think it's a
Nah.
What kind of effort? You know what I'm saying? What you mean?
Pain of losing people. He done fell from grace. You know how many people he probably take care of? His mother, his family, his children. Man, the pain of losing my partners don't compare.
Like forget it, I'm locked up now. You know what I'm saying? I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? This is the life that I live. Nah, heck no. Ain't no man. I mean, I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but it just ain't coming off like that unless you institutionalized. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way if you already institutionalized. But something like he dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Like it's survival for him. You know what I'm saying? So some people breathe and thrive off this type of stuff.
To the pain of me losing my children, being pushed out of my kid's life by something I did in an emotional state, whether it was an emotional state of grief, or whether it was an emotional reaction to want to avenge my buddy's death, my nigga killer.
Emotional state of grief for sure.
Killer, and he get killed, I can't, me being who I am, y'all go do it. But y'all keep me out of it because I'm the nigga that's feeding everybody.
That's speculating.
I'm the nigga that's making sure we keep moving.
That's speculation, man.
Now, shit, castle crumble. Castle it goes to rubble.
Yeah, see, it's the same thing because you got to make sure the ones under you is straight.
Hey, man, he was using his
solid
money to fund gang movements and gang activities, and they freeze his account like they did Thug.
That's the dumbest thing to do.
They freezed Thug account almost a week after he was arrested because they were saying YSL is a gang.
See?
That's why Thug saying, man, f that plea deal. I'm not finna plead to YSL no motherfucking gang, and I got an LLC to show where I've been paying and hiring people. That's why Thug won't plead. They're asking Young Thug, say, man, just say this is a gang and you can get out today. That nigga, y'all froze my money saying that I've been using this money to fund gang activity. The feds want that money.
That's all they want. That's all they want.
And they got him on
wiretap
using the OTF business card, homie, to pay for shit. Nigga, how dumb can you be?
Yeah, that's wild.
But when you responding to emotions, it's hard to think logical.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a rational thought when you caught up and you moving off your emotions.
Yep. Talk about that limbic part of your brain. You gotta bring that back.
This morning you went live. Eating, talking, driving, counting money while the car was going.
Yeah, call it multitasking with one eye, and I can't see nothing over here.
Was that a Tesla or what?
Can't see nothing, getting all this money.
I got a self-driving Jaguar.
Oh, okay.
I hit a button and that motherfucker stay within the line.
Period.
Big money, okay.
Do your thing, Charleston.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit a button, that motherfucker stay in the line.
Pop Yosh.
Yeah, I seen that.
I need the Freddy Krueger dunk.
But you also said that people laughed at you for going to jail, but crying that he's in jail.
Yeah, I'm trolling. Well, since the first time I met you, homie, I've been trying to show Black America that they're hypocrites, They fake.
For sure.
They love gangster and snitches.
Preach. You about to
I
tell y'all
sat back
something.
and I studied this culture.
You about to tell y'all
when
something.
I came to the internet,
This is how we got
I'm
rich.
coming with what they call a qualitative study that I've done on my own. Right? I've been studying this culture for over 10 years. So I came with a qualitative study and started speaking, saying, man, y'all love gangsters, y'all love killers. Y'all don't say nothing when the rappers do it. As a matter of fact, y'all have made rappers idols. They idolize, homie, as if they're gods. So I'm saying, Lil Durk them is responsible for killing people. King Von responsible for killing people.
That's too much,
YSL
though.
responsible for killing people.
That's too
How
much.
can y'all honor these men?
I mean,
but
when we talking about
discredit
morals
me,
and honors,
I ain't
you know
killed
what I'm saying?
nobody. I came as the community
Streets
activist who's been
versus-
working with children in
or
the community. I haven't
gangster
committed
versus a
crimes. I
civilian.
never shot a gun at a black man. I never sold dope in a black community.
Okay.
But nigga, I was discredited just for saying I'll call the police and I'm not a I showed up saying I'm a civilian. I'm a father, homie, who's been raising my kids for the last 12 years. I just got my
Period.
son through. So I showed up with that image. Man, fuck that nigga. So then I had to start saying, nigga, I killed the white
the
man.
world like
You ain't
negativity.
killed nobody. So I was discredited through and through and through and through. But here it is, they promote the rappers. They idolize and honor the rapper. So I'm saying, how can you say free
Negativity.
Durk, nigga, when he took life? How can y'all be feeling some
How
kind
you
of
know
way?
he
But
took
when
life,
I go
though?
to jail for self-defense. I went to jail for self-defense.
Ain't nobody mad at you
I
about
went to jail
that.
for self-defense. But I noticed they highlight the
See, this, you know what I'm saying? This is where the internet get tricky. You know what I'm saying? Nobody mad about you taking, you know what I'm saying, taking life off of self-defense. You know what I'm saying? You did what you had to do if that was your case. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. I mean, somebody mad at you about that. Again, that's a troll. That's a troll. They mad about their own life. You know what I'm saying? But they mad about their own life.
animal cruelty. They don't tell you Charleston White responded and got 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
They overlooked that.
Yeah, that's social media. They put out what they, that's like the news. They put what they want to put out.
On YouTube. I just took off in YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying, man, we got to be f***ed up as a race of people to have
Facts.
this mindset that
Facts.
the
The
rappers get a
mindsets are
free
definitely
pass.
off.
So this is why I'm saying vote for Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump wants to give the police full immunity so they can do their job and make sure that we're safe as law-abiding citizens.
Period.
And black people, one of the main reasons for not wanting to vote for Trump, he wants to give police full immunity. Y'all give rappers full immunity. Y'all give street niggas full
Hypocrite.
immunity.
I see where
y'all
you're talking
give
about
gangster
hypocrite.
niggas full immunity when they do wrong. They get to come back into the community, no snitching,
This is what
y'all,
makes the world
and
go
seek
round, though.
refuge amongst us. And y'all allow them to come be amongst law-abiding citizens, knowing that they will hurt people. So I'm saying, who feeling bad about a who done been caught a murder for hire and somebody died? Not only, homie, did they kill his cousin, nigga, they put money on the girl head too. I
Wow.
thought women and children was off limits.
Yeah,
So when I say something bad
that right
about
there, I
kids,
feel.
man, women and children off
Yeah,
limits.
hypocrites. Yep, I feel them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. In any nature, in any, you know what I'm saying? Because like I done told y'all before, I come from the streets, and I always had morals and ethics. You know what I'm saying? To it, always. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell my story one day, but always. You know what I'm saying? So women and kids were for sure off limits. Like when I hear about a drive-by and kids as bystanders had gotten hit, died, killed off of beef that, I mean, they running around playing. They don't have any notion of what's really transpiring around them. You know what I'm saying? So women and kids is off limits. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing to do with your beef. Now, granted, there are women out there that are into the activities that men are also in as well. You know what I'm saying? And there's a fine line. There's a fine line with that. You know what I'm saying? But again, you have to pick and choose on what route you want to take with your life. And at some point, yeah, you have to change it. You have to change it. The sooner the better. You know what I'm saying? That way you're not getting hung. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Durk.
Put money on the girl head too.
Especially
But
if you getting
it's
big
a
money.
rapper, so he gets a pass. So I wanted to wake up this morning and celebrate like I saw them celebrate
Nobody's
when I
ever
was in
above the
jail.
law.
That's why I celebrate when a rapper died. So when they
It's
thought
about
I
which
got
ones we
shot,
choose to
the whole
honor.
black world will celebrate. Now they in tears. So I'm saying, where them Wallows and Gillies, where them Steven Jacksons at that was taking pictures in front of this King Von mural, this documented serial killer? And I just want to remind people, the only reason King Von got out of jail is that all the witnesses came up dead. You think Durk didn't pay for that either?
Stop playing, Charleston. Chill out, boy.
He offered
Stop
these guys
playing.
who was gonna kill Quando Rondo and Lil Pub or whatever his name is. He offered them money and a loop.
We just spoke about a fine line, right, man? He's saying too much now. You're saying way too much. Way too much just for clicks and views. You're saying way too much, Charleston. This is where the people get to hating you at. You know what I'm saying? And I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? But this is where the people get to hating you at. You know what I'm saying? Because you are actively now speaking on street activity. You know what I'm saying?
Lucrative record career. Yeah. Didn't King Von get a lucrative record career? Then went on cameras putting out $20,000. That was for Duck. So guess what? Mama Duck finna be rich in a mother. Mama Duck finna finally get her just due. And she deserve it. Her other kids deserve this. She finally finna get her just due, homie, because now he have an arrest for this murder that can. So them lawyers knew what they was doing. They knew the arrest was coming. That's why they filed the lawsuit. They knew the arrest was coming.
Smart.
We just didn't know.
The city of Chicago took the keys back. They just gave Durk the keys to the city. They just
crazy.
Took the keys back.
They knew he was a killer. That's why. See, there's always been a
man. If they knew he was a killer, why they give him the keys, Charleston? If they knew he was a killer, why did they give him the keys in the first place? Charleston, man, come on, Sean Cotton, you encouraging this?
A BD.
They
always favored the BDs. They always favored the BDs and treated. They wouldn't let the GDs in. They was blackballed. They was all of that. The city did that. The mayor was always on Durk's side. But we all know, homie, Chicago government have always been a corrupt government since the Al Capone days, if you understand history. The governor took a bribe when Obama, what's his name? The Gorvage, whatever that nigga name was, the governor who ended up going to federal prison when Obama was the president, taking bribes. Chicago politicians and government have a long history of being corrupt and being in bed with gangsters. So there's no surprise. The reason why Larry Hoover is gone so long, because Larry Hoover was coming up against the government in Chicago, homie, teaching black people how to vote, turning gangs, not in the gangs, but turn them into 501c3s, nonprofits, so they don't be labeled as a gang. Nigga, that's why they removed Larry Hoover.
Smart. See? That's what I'm saying. When you start moving intelligently, like with knowledge, yeah, it makes you an even bigger threat for a greater cause. Like, they are preaching and teaching the proper things at a magnitude and at a rate to where the higher ups, again, this is where, you know what I'm saying, I say no one's above the law, but again, it's about the ones that are put in place, you know, strategically for a reason. You have to be able to preach, you know what I'm saying, and to teach the younger or even someone level-eyed as you to be able to rise above, you know what I'm saying? So that's a different level.
They should have took the keys
education.
Back. We got to remember, Diddy also had a key too. So they love giving keys to mother who's unworthy and unjust of having keys. Diddy got a key to the city. They took that back too. So I ain't surprised. They finna take a lot back. But this is what I'm gonna say. You gonna see all these celebrities saying free Durk, free nephew. You ain't gonna hear none of them.
I'm already seeing it.
You ain't gonna hear none of them say, man, he needs to pay for what he did. We always say free the killer. But what about Tuka mama, man? Is anybody gonna go back to Tuka's mama? And
but she knew what her son was involved in. You feel me?
Man, that woman should sue the hip hop industry. She should sue the record labels. So
we got to get our young boys out these streets.
This is a victory.
Telling y'all now, we have to get our young bulls out of the streets. Give them something productive to do, a better life, a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Here, read this book about self-knowledge, self-improvement. You know what I'm saying? Here, read this book about financial literacy. Go to school, study this. School may not be for everyone, but you're going to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? We have to give our younger generation a different route, move them a different way, allow them to see different things than what's really out there once they step foot off that stool or that porch. You know what I'm saying?
This is a victory for the poor black at the bottom. The mama ducks, all the mothers at the bottom who didn't have a chance.
It's not a victory, man. It's another loss. It's another loss. It's not a victory at all by any means. It's another loss. We continue to take L's. We're continuously taking L's. In any low poverty city, neighborhood, in any state, country, we are continuously taking L's. Ain't no win for nobody. Nobody wins here. You know who wins? You know who wins? Not us.
Homie, to really get justice. Man, them kids preached and teach killing for a long time.
So wow, so you think this is a real victory for us as black people?
Yeah, this is a real victory.
No.
This is a real victory.
It's not.
Now,
I'll say it again. It's not a victory. It's an L all around. Nobody in the nobody's winning in the black community. No one. It's another L, Charleston. It's another L, my boy.
now that demonic force, because it is a demonic force, it was a dark force. It was a dark energy that came down from Chicago and spread throughout America. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. Down goes the drill. 12th round knockout, because it looked like they had got away and they get to ride off into the sunset. So this is a victory for law-abiding black Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it. So
Yeah.
we get.
It's a lot of free Durks right now. It's a lot of the free Durk campaign has begun.
Every day I'm gonna wake up trolling. Every day I'm gonna wake up trolling because they blackballed Quando Rondo because he was self-defending himself. They blackballed Lil Tim because he was standing up for a friend. Homie, come on now.
It's the hypocrites. We got to
Free
get the
Lil Durk.
hypocrites
Keep
out of
it
here
locked
too.
up.
Pick a road
Don't
and stick
give
down
him no
it.
bond.
Pick a road and
Send
stick
him
down
to a
it.
USP because of his record. And then got to think about this. He got to go to California. GDs and BDs ain't got no say-so in California. It's all Crip and blood. And them niggas is cut.
Now that's the part that I was scared about, but seemingly, we haven't heard anything, you know what I'm saying, up to this point about Lil Durk being harmed. But I was definitely worried about that, you know what I'm saying. So I would assume it's from what I see, you know what I'm saying, from what's out there in the atmosphere about California and they jails, you know what I'm saying. I would have assumed, something would have happened to Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying, or something may happen to Lil Durk. So I was definitely nervous for that myself, for sure. But like I said, seemingly nothing has happened to Lil Durk yet,
Throat dirty, and
Hopefully nothing does happen
they don't give a fuck
to him.
about nothing outside of California. So he got to sit over here in Florida. Think about
You ain't lying.
He got to sit in Florida and wait for extradition. That might take 2 or 3 weeks in Broward County. Ooh,
Broward
boy,
County.
that's gonna be tight. The fart out his burp. Nigga
Broward
nigga
County.
asshole so up. That's pressure on your ass. Broward County, wait for extradition. Fly all the way from Florida, nigga, California. Have to go to California and get rearranged. Nah, nigga finna go through it. But he worked hard for this.
How do they fly? Is it commercial
No,
or is
the
it?
Feds got a plane.
Yeah, they got a
a
jet.
private plane.
Yeah.
Just
They
like
ain't
the
playing.
movie, the Earth Woman, they got all, no,
Yeah,
them
they
niggas,
ain't
that's
playing.
real.
Yeah.
Hell no, that's real. They don't ride
Yeah.
on bus in the
Super
Fed. They
secure.
put their ass on a plane.
Yep.
But I told you though. I said this about a year ago, and you said I was wrong. I said that when get money, they feel untouchable. I said you said a lot of beef was happening in rap because both sides didn't get money. But once you get money, you start to feel untouchable. You start to put bags on heads, and and I know when you get money, you become more of whoever you are. You become more of that. And I feel like Durk having all that money, it makes you feel like it makes you feel untouchable.
He
It
was
makes you
feeling
feel
like that,
nothing
but
can happen.
he was feeling like that on the uprise. He got the kind of money now where he want to play boss in Assalamu Alaikum. He got the money after he went playing Assalamu Alaikum. He went to Mohammed. But he was feeling like that on the rise. So, man, maybe he had to feel untouchable. I can't understand. Young Thug, maybe they felt untouchable, homie. At times I feel like I'm untouchable with, with the money I got. At times I feel like I do what I want to do.
But again, no one's above
I don't
that
think
law.
having money it helps with beef. I think having money it makes beef worse.
Yep.
Yeah, if you got, homie, no, it ain't the beef, Sean. It's what's in the heart when he beefing. Cause this nigga can beef and say, man, nigga, that beef go stop the money.
Yeah, exactly. Any real dude definitely gonna say that.
He can't make no money, Warren. That's what made Big Meech a hell of a nigga. He wasn't, man, let's stop this beef.
That killing on me.
Meech was putting out beefs so he can keep making money.
Period.
So I'm saying, homie, these are Durk is what, 30?
But again, there's a lot of people that hate on
32.
There's a lot of people that hate on Big Meech. Oh, he did this, he did that. He need to stay locked up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just him pushing drugs. He was killing people in our community, which a lot of people say that. But again, they put these drugs in the U.S. for that purpose, and we fell with it. You know what I'm saying? As a black community as a whole, you know what I'm saying? We fell victim to it, whether it was abusing it, whether it was using it, or whether it was selling it. You know what I'm saying? We fell victim to it. What they were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So
32. So you got to think, how long King Von been dead? 4, 5 years?
4 years.
4 years. So prior to that, you dealing with children with money with an undeveloped brain. You dealing with kids coming out of violent environments.
He about to preach though right here.
Probably got childhood trauma, undeveloped brains, and all of a sudden is multimillionaires overnight. So when he put the hit out, he really ain't number 25, 26. He really ain't fully developing his thought process. His prefrontal cortex haven't connected where he can be just thinking rational.
Y'all hear that? Prefrontal cortex in the front of your head. In the front, he basically saying that he was limbic. You know what I'm saying? Not really thinking. And again, we do that when we get mad, when we get upset, when you start feeling your blood boiling. You know what I'm saying? Your nerves get to rushing. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you want to fight. We're not really thinking clearly. You know what I'm saying? It's basically what he's saying in dumbed down terms. For sure.
He was on drugs, Percocets. He just got out of rehab. So he ain't thinking clearly. Then his father just come home. When his father came home, then you start to see more structure being added into his life. You start seeing him separating from certain things, and his dad started putting him around Muslim men in the community. Then he started trying to take the role of being a leader. But daddy had come home. Prior to that, he was the blind leading the blind.
Yep.
And it done came back and bite you, because what happens in the dark comes to the light.
I mean, he gonna get through it. He gonna get through it though.
That come into his life, that probably have an awareness of what he's attached to by way of association, or to say, man, you might need to clean this up. You might need to clean this up. The fire that killed Durk, that blew the whistle right there. The fire that killed Durk. It's too many niggas in the group, homie, for the police not to find out what's going on. If 4 niggas in the group, 3 go tell it.
Somebody tell her.
6 go tell it, with a possibility of 7. If it's 15 in the group, 13 go tell. So the more the people, the more possibility of somebody go tell, homie. And they young niggas who all ain't got money. Homie, you giving me $50,000 to go kill a nigga? That's the bond for me to get out if I get caught. You gotta give me a little bit more.
Period.
I don't want no promises.
That's not enough.
But when you ain't never seen 50,000,
they not even getting life-changing money.
Giving you 50,000.
That's the thing too. And these rappers be rapping about it, which is wild. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I give somebody a dub. You know what I'm saying? What is 20,000? Man, I blew 20,000 when I was 21 years old. I blew 20,000 in 4 months. I blew 20,000. At 21 years old, what is 20,000? What is 50,000? What can you actually do with that? You know what I'm saying? And again, I ain't saying go out there and commit a crime. I ain't saying go out there and accept any money to go kill somebody. Murder for hire, I am not supporting by any means. You know what I'm saying? But what is 50,000? What's 100,000? What's 200,000? You know what I'm saying? It's wild. That's not no. Basically, you know what it is? It's like a flex. You know what I'm saying? Saying basically telling somebody that's what their life is worth. You know what I'm saying? But for the person who's taking a life, that's what your life is worth as well. Come on, man. Talk to him.
I would have done that at 12 and 13. I would have killed at 16 and 17 for a like that. But not when I get grown. So I'm going to throw my life away. I can't see my mama no more. I might got kids. Yeah. So that's why that nigga told. That 50,000 wasn't worth it.
And nobody who won from this?
Nobody. There we that's exactly what I was saying, Sean Cotton. Nobody won. We all lost. Ain't nobody win.
I think Durk has like 6, 7 kids.
You say nobody won from this?
Nobody won.
Yeah, who won?
Quando Rondo.
Nah.
Yeah, Quando Rondo.
Nah,
Quando
somebody
Rondo
died.
the winner.
Your cousin,
Tim
whoever.
is the winner.
No, they ain't win
Those
nothing.
are the
They
winners.
lost too.
Mama Duck is the winner. Even though she lost Duck was a street.
It's a loss. Okay.
With already the possibility of him going to be killed in the
So
street.
how
or
is
going
she
to
winning?
jail.
Exactly
Mama
my
Duck
point,
won.
Charleston. Charleston. Exactly my point, what you just said. This is where you becoming a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? You contradicting yourself. You first stated that everybody should be proud that little Durk's locked up and there shouldn't be no free little Durk, right? But these children, these kids, these young adults, these dudes are already in this life. And their mothers knew that. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's all an L. We need to send these kids now growing up down a better path. No one wins here.
Mama Duck done buried a lot of children due to tragic accidents and murder. So
you
Mama
basically
Duck
saying that she knows what comes with this. She knows what comes with that life. Shouldn't say this.
She can
I'm
be
nowhere
free
in it.
now. Even though she lost her baby home, she can finally be free in her spirit. Because a lot of that anger, a lot of that bitterness come from watching these people.
The bitterness should come from these young dudes running around here toting
at the expense of
extensions
of her son. Remember what she said the other day when Durk
clips,
ran that
I don't
concert
even know
and
what
put
they
all of them
call.
up on that wall? That don't mean shit. My son first to do it, and y'all didn't even accept that when he did it. Had y'all accepted when y'all accepted when he done it, maybe everybody will still be alive.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Come on, homie. He tried to do it. In the name.
Yeah, they laughed at him when he did it.
Man,
they said he was being friendly.
But he was listening to his mama. Because the people he was dissing in some of those songs was some of his mother's friends, children. So she got on his ass about that. It ain't like she got on his ass about that in her defense. So, nah, homie, man, she deserved what she got coming. And I think, man, she can finally be free.
How does Durk wiggle out of this? Can he wiggle out of this? What do you
he gonna
predict
be
happens
all right
in the future with Durk?
He gonna be all right.
I don't think he can.
I don't know if it'll be the
because
same
whatever
for him.
federal prosecutor on this case makes a career for themselves by not letting him out of it. Whatever federal prosecutor is on Diddy's case, they're gonna go to higher heights just for prosecuting such a big case.
Turns into politics.
Only way for him to get out of this, homie, he got to tell about some more murders.
He
and
ain't
be
going.
willing to testify. That's the
He ain't
only way.
he ain't
The feds
going.
don't want money. They either want information or your ass.
Yeah.
It's the only way to bargain with the feds.
Yeah.
Information or your ass.
Y'all pay attention.
So
stay out of the street.
Ain't no out. Ain't no out to
Ain't
this.
nothing good in them.
Every day I'm starting to be more and more, I'm not a street guy.
Me neither.
And every time something like this happens, it just reminds me of, I pat myself on the back.
Your mother.
I pat myself on the back, man, because you could easily be tricked into this shit.
Your mother and father done a great job of buying you a computer, and letting you be in that room jacking off on MySpace. Your mother and George, they done a great job not interfering.
He probably hit the nail right on the head, you know what I'm saying? But Sean Cotton, you know what I'm saying? He definitely, you know what I'm saying, spoke something honest right there, you know what I'm saying? Because at a young age, you can, you know what I'm saying, you can easily put yourself in the streets and regret it off the bat, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say we gotta show this young generation a better life, a better route, a better light, you know what I'm saying? Because where they're headed or what they think or what's being glorified isn't really it, you know, and it's not gonna lead them. Like, it's two things: jail or death. What did he just say about the feds? They want you or they want information. There's no way out of that. You give them information, you a snitch, you still gonna end up dead or harmed or hurt. Or you go sit it down so that you never seen the light of day again, ever. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better.
With you.
Hey, that's real talk, man. That's real talk.
Yeah, homie. So they nobody pushed this narrative of being street to you. Your father protected you from that. I had uncles, I had older cousins, homie, they pushed that narrative to me. So I was misguided, homie. But when I grew up and I knew better, I did better. I abandoned the streets. Nigga, I don't even want, the street concept don't make sense to a man. Unless you raised in that and you was taught that. I was never taught the streets. I had to come out and learn the streets the hard way, to bump my head a few times. And I realized I ain't like these niggas. These niggas gotta do this. I don't have to do this. I got a GED, I got this, nigga, I can go get a job. So when the streets got hard on me, I quit. I'm going to get a job. Now I might come back to it, but
I wouldn't use that terminology. I quit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to turn over a new leaf. I mean, like I said, that it's not going to get you nothing but jail or in the grave, and that's just simple facts. You know what I'm saying? Simple addition, simple math. It ain't no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? So
I was in the streets for fun, my nigga. I wasn't in the streets for survival. And when it wasn't fun, it's easy for me to quit. It's easy for me to tell on the street, I'm nothing like you. So of course I'm gonna tell on you. So, and that's what's happening, nigga. You got a group of guys and everybody ain't street. We just hanging around trying to be street. And when it get too street, we want to abandon ship. Hey, I need to talk to the detective. Jump ship.
wow.
And then there's some street that understand the streets and understand that the niggas I've been running with ain't street. So guess what? I get them up because I'm a real street and fuck them niggas. Because there's no honor amongst these streets.
There's definitely no honor, for sure. There's definitely no honor. That's why there's no need in being in them. There's no need in being in them. None whatsoever, man. Y'all go check this whole video out, man. Y'all know Charleston White always, you know what I'm saying, stirring up some shit in the media world as well, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to have to stop this right here. I hope y'all heard a lot of what he said. You know what I'm saying? A lot of what he said is the truth and facts. So you have to take bits and parts of it, you know what I'm saying, and incorporate it, you know what I'm saying, and really realize that other stuff he's saying is just out the side of his neck. He trolling himself, you know what I'm saying. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We came back with another video. We had to upload one for y'all. We not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? Splash Reactions. We in the building and we not going nowhere, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. 2 and 2.